Have you ever experienced the sting of rejection, a feeling like a door slamming shut in your face? Perhaps a job application was denied, a promotion was passed over, or a relationship ended unexpectedly. These moments can be incredibly painful, leaving us feeling hurt, confused, and even angry. But what if we could reframe rejection, not as a setback, but as a setup for something better? By shifting our perspective, we can transform these experiences into opportunities for growth and personal development. Let's explore how we can harness the power of rejection and turn it into a catalyst for positive change. These aren't just theoretical concepts. They are practical tools that you can apply to your daily life to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. 1. Let rejection teach you to rise above it. Have you ever felt invisible, undervalued, or outright rejected? It's a painful experience that can leave us feeling hurt, confused, and even angry. Our instinct might be to shrink back, to doubt ourselves, and to internalize the rejection as a reflection of our worth. But let's challenge that instinct. Instead of allowing rejection to diminish our self-esteem, let's reframe it as an opportunity for growth and empowerment. When someone overlooks or dismisses you, it's not necessarily a personal attack. It might be a reflection of their own insecurities or limitations. Rather than dwelling on the rejection, choose to focus on your own journey. Shift your attention to the things that truly matter, your passions, your goals, and your personal growth. This isn't about ignoring the hurt or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging the pain and then choosing to move forward. By redirecting your energy, you're not only protecting your mental well-being, but also building resilience. Instead of seeking validation from others, you're finding it within yourself. This isn't about seeking revenge or proving a point. It's about reclaiming your power and living a life that aligns with your values. So the next time you face rejection, remember, it's not a definitive statement about your worth. It's simply a detour on your path to success. Choose to rise above, to learn from the experience and to emerge stronger than ever. 2. Master the art of emotional control. Have you ever felt the sting of rejection, allowing it to send you on an emotional whirlwind? It's a common human experience to feel hurt, frustrated, or angry when faced with disappointment. But what if you could remain calm and collected in the face of such adversity? This is precisely the kind of emotional control that Stoic philosophy teaches us. Instead of reacting impulsively to external events, the Stoics encourage us to pause and reflect. By taking a moment to examine our emotions, we can gain a deeper understanding of why a particular situation is affecting us so deeply. Often the true source of our pain isn't the rejection itself, but the underlying insecurities it triggers. The Stoics remind us that our power lies not in the events themselves, but in our responses to them. Rather than lashing out in anger or seeking validation from others, we can choose to remain composed. By doing so, we demonstrate emotional maturity and resilience. We show the world, and more importantly, ourselves, that our self-worth is not contingent upon the approval or rejection of others. 3. Detach and use it as a stepping stone. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts after a rejection, replaying the moment like a broken record? Instead of dwelling on the past, consider using that energy to propel yourself forward. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring or forgetting the rejection. It involves acknowledging it for what it truly is, a fleeting moment that doesn't define your worth or potential. Rejection, in essence, is a temporary detour, a redirection that might lead you to something more meaningful and fulfilling. It's an opportunity to reassess your path and realign your goals with your authentic self. To embrace this perspective, immerse yourself in activities that stimulate your mind and soul. Explore new hobbies, delve into unfamiliar interests, and surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. By shifting your focus and channeling your energy into positive pursuits, you'll gradually realize that rejection wasn't a roadblock, but rather a catalyst for growth and transformation. Can you envision the potential that rejection holds? By reframing it as an opportunity, you unlock a world of possibilities. 4. Show your value. Through action. Rejection, a bitter pill to swallow, can often feel like a personal attack on our self-worth. However, the Stoic philosophy offers a different perspective. Instead of viewing rejection as a setback, we can see it as an opportunity to demonstrate our true value. When faced with rejection, whether it's a job promotion, a failed project, or a personal relationship, it's easy to retreat into self-doubt. But the Stoics encourage us to react differently. Rather than shrinking back, we should use rejection as a catalyst for growth. This might mean redoubling our efforts on a current project, taking on a new challenge, or simply spending more time on self-improvement. Remember, our worth isn't defined by external validation. It's rooted in our actions, our character, and our commitment to our goals. By persevering in the face of adversity, we not only prove our resilience but also inspire others. The next time you experience rejection, take a moment to reflect on your response. Will you let it define you, or will you use it as fuel to propel yourself forward? The choice is yours. 5. Embrace silence as your superpower. In our fast-paced, noise-filled world, silence can be a radical act. It's a powerful tool that allows us to reclaim our peace and focus our energy. When faced with rejection or a difficult situation, the instinctive response might be to react immediately. However, the Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause, observe, and respond thoughtfully. Rather than chasing after validation or trying to force a particular outcome, embrace the power of silence. This doesn't mean ignoring the situation entirely, but it does mean taking a step back to process your emotions and consider your next move. By creating space between stimulus and response, you gain control over your reactions and avoid impulsive decisions. This isn't about being passive-aggressive or playing mind games. It's about self-respect. By respecting yourself enough to not chase after someone's attention or approval, you're prioritizing your own well-being. This newfound freedom allows you to focus on your goals, cultivate meaningful relationships, and live a more fulfilling life. So the next time you encounter a challenging situation, consider the power of silence. How can you use this tool to regain your composure, maintain your dignity, and ultimately emerge stronger? 6. Prove to yourself. What you're made of rejection can be a harsh reality, often leaving us feeling discouraged and questioning our self-worth. However, it's important to remember that someone else's perception of you doesn't define your true potential. Instead of wasting energy trying to convince them otherwise, focus on proving it to yourself. Channel your energy into personal growth. Dedicate time to honing your skills, exploring new interests, or setting ambitious goals. The satisfaction of surpassing your own expectations is far more rewarding than any external validation. Remember, your journey is a personal one. There's no need to announce your plans to the world or seek constant approval. Let your actions speak louder than words. By consistently striving for improvement and demonstrating your capabilities, you'll not only silence self-doubt, but also inspire others. Ultimately, rejection is not about what others think of you. It's about what you believe you can achieve. So embrace the challenge, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward. 7. Seek joy, not validation. Rejection can be a painful experience, often leaving us feeling discouraged and disheartened. However, it's important to remember that our happiness and self-worth should not be tied to external validation. Instead of dwelling on the negative, we should actively seek out joy and fulfillment in our lives. One powerful way to combat the sting of rejection is to engage in activities that bring us joy. This could involve anything from pursuing a hobby, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying a good book. By focusing on positive experiences, we can shift our mindset and find happiness, even in the face of disappointment. It's also crucial to cultivate strong relationships with loved ones. Connecting with friends and family can provide support, comfort, and perspective. Sharing our experiences, both good and bad, can help us feel less alone and more understood. So the next time you encounter rejection, remember to prioritize your own happiness. Seek joy in the simple things, cultivate positive relationships, and don't let anyone or anything dim your light. 8. Build your social circle, not for approval, but for growth. Picture yourself in a room filled with people who seem to ignore your presence. It's a common experience, and it can be disheartening. Instead of letting rejection dampen your spirit, the Stoic philosophy encourages us to channel that energy into personal growth. Rather than seeking validation from others, focus on strengthening yourself in all aspects of life. This could involve physical fitness, mental acuity, or social skills. Perhaps you could start a new hobby, join a club, or volunteer for a cause you care about. These activities not only help you grow as an individual, but also open doors to new friendships and opportunities. When building relationships, focus on shared values and interests rather than superficial qualities. By connecting with people who genuinely appreciate you for who you are, you'll create a strong and supportive network. This network can provide encouragement, advice, and practical help when you need it most. Remember, true growth comes from within. By focusing on your own development, you'll not only overcome rejection, but also rise to new heights. 9. Act like they don't exist for your own peace. In our validation-obsessed world, it can be tempting to chase the approval of others. However, a more powerful approach is to simply ignore those who disregard you. Instead of wasting energy on trying to gain the approval of those who don't value you, focus on nurturing relationships with people who uplift and support you. By redirecting your attention towards those who appreciate you, you'll cultivate a life filled with respect, purpose, and genuine connection. When you surround yourself with positive influences, you'll find yourself more at peace, less stressed, and more confident. Have you ever noticed how much lighter your heart feels when you distance yourself from people who consistently bring negativity into your life? By choosing to ignore those who don't value you, you're not only protecting your mental health, but you're also empowering yourself to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. 10. Don't beg for attention. Reaffirm your worth. In a world that often rewards those who seek attention, the Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing perspective. It teaches us that our self-worth is not determined by the validation of others. Rejection, a common human experience, is not a signal to clamor for attention or try harder to please. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn inward and reaffirm our inherent value. Rather than seeking external validation, the Stoic approach encourages us to invest in ourselves. This means pursuing passions that ignite our souls, cultivating meaningful relationships, and continuously learning and growing. By focusing on our own personal development, we become less reliant on the opinions of others. When we shift our focus from external validation to internal fulfillment, we not only strengthen our self-worth, but also radiate a quiet confidence that attracts genuine connections. Remember, true value lies within, not in the eyes of others. 11th, be kind, but guard your heart. Rejection can be a painful experience, but it doesn't have to leave you bitter or resentful. While it's important to be kind to others, it's equally crucial to protect your emotional well-being. This doesn't mean becoming cold or distant, but rather setting healthy boundaries. When someone ignores or disregards you, it's easy to take it personally. However, it's important to remember that their behavior reflects more on them than it does on you. By choosing to remain composed and kind, you demonstrate inner strength and emotional maturity. A simple smile or a brief greeting can show that you're not seeking their validation or approval. Remember, your peace of mind is invaluable. Don't let the actions of others dictate your emotions. By guarding your heart, you're not only protecting yourself from unnecessary pain, but also setting a powerful example for others. 12. Don't reveal your struggles. Show your resilience. In the face of rejection, it's natural to feel a range of emotions, from disappointment to anger. It can be tempting to share these feelings with others, seeking sympathy or validation. However, the Stoic philosophy encourages a different approach. While it's important to acknowledge your emotions, avoid dwelling on them or seeking pity. Instead, focus on maintaining your composure and demonstrating resilience. By keeping your struggles private, you protect your mental well-being and project an image of strength and self-reliance. Remember, your worth is not determined by external factors like the approval of others. It's rooted in your character, your actions, and your commitment to your goals. By continuing to strive for excellence, you show the world that you are capable of overcoming adversity. 13th, turn rejection into your greatest teacher. Rejection can be a harsh reality, a painful sting to the ego. Yet within this discomfort lies a powerful opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing rejection as a personal failure, we can reframe it as a valuable lesson. Each no can guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves, our goals, and our resilience. When faced with rejection, it's natural to feel disappointment or frustration. However, dwelling on these negative emotions only hinders our progress. Instead, we should use this moment to reflect on the situation, identify any lessons learned, and re-strategize our approach. Perhaps the rejection was a sign that we needed to adjust our direction, or that we weren't ready for a particular opportunity. By embracing rejection as a teacher, we can cultivate a growth mindset. We can learn to view setbacks as stepping stones on the path to success. Each rejection brings us closer to our ultimate goals, strengthening our determination and resilience. So the next time rejection knocks on your door, don't let it discourage you. Instead, embrace it as a valuable opportunity for growth. View it as a lesson learned, a stepping stone towards a more fulfilling future. Channel your inner Stoic and approach the situation with strength and resilience. Use this challenge as a catalyst to ignite your passion and work towards something truly meaningful. By persevering in the face of adversity, You'll not only overcome obstacles, but also emerge stronger and more determined than ever before.